Hi everybody, this is Dr. Kashish Kalra, consultant dermatologist and dermatosurgeon from New Delhi. Well, I am here to tell you something about skin and hair care. So let me start with the general measures for a good skin care. Well, the thumb rule for a good skin care is basically CMS. We call it as cleansing, moisturizing and sun protection. So when I talk about cleansing, cleansing has to be according to the skin type. The face washes and cleansers which you are using should actually suit your skin. And most of the times the problem is we just go over the internet or we watch in TV ads and we buy those products and try on ourselves. Well, if you have an oily skin, go for gel based and some acidic based cleansers like a salicylic acid or a glycolic acid cleanser. If you have a dry face, you should go for some cleansing lotions which are very mild and pH balanced. Now, I've seen that during these few years, the trend is changing. People actually come to consult to us without any skin disease, and their only query is, sir, what should I use and what suits my skin, which is a very good sign. So, it's very important to consult a dermatologist for knowing what suits your skin. The second thing is moisturizing. Moisturizers, again, if you have an oily skin, you should use something like a water-based or gel-based moisturizers and not which should not contain too much oil or cream-based. And if you have a dry skin, then you should go for a cream-based moisturizer. Third is sunscreen. The same rule applies to the sunscreen as well. If you have an oily skin, go for a gel-based sunscreen rather than a lotion or cream-based. Now, the biggest problem with our country is that we see extremes of climate. So it might happen that what is suiting you in summers, it might not suit you in winters. So once again, I'll emphasize on the fact that a dermatologist advice according to your skin type is very necessary. Now, out of these three things, if you ask me which is the most important thing to be used on the face, my answer would be a sunscreen. See, in India, we live in a climate, where sun is always on our head, and fortunately or unfortunately, we Indians we don't burn. We don't get skin burns a lot because our skin type is a skin type 4. So mostly what we get is tanning and pigmentation on the skin. So sunscreen is the best thing which can prevent it. There are treatments, there are measures to treat the pigmentation as well, but of course prevention is better than cure. And let me tell you one very good fact about sunscreens. We have two sort of aging. One is chronological aging. As we age, our elastin, our collagen, it decreases, and the skin becomes less hydrated and we get wrinkles and the skin sags. But the second aspect is photo aging. So as we age, our skin gets dark, we get aging signs in form of freckles, in form of lentigos and melasma. So sunscreen can actually prevent photo aging as well. It can prevent to some extent the wrinkles due to sunlight as well. So definitely sunscreen should be used. So now I come to the second aspect of this video, which is hair care. So many a times I am asked, sir, that daily I am losing few hairs, and you never know, in next 2 to 3 years I might turn bald, and especially I get these sort of queries from women. See, first of all, you need to know what is a normal hair fall. So we human beings, we have a hair cycle which consists of most of the hairs are in the growing phase, then few are in the resting phase, and very few are in the shedding phase. So almost 50 to 100 strands is a normal hair fall, though the amount can vary here and there. And if it is more than 200, 300 strands, then definitely you should consult a dermatologist. And let me tell you one more thing. If you talk about trichologist, dermatologists are actually trichologists. So there are no special doctors for hair. You need to see a skin specialist for your hair care. Now, why is there more hair fall? First of all, we should know the reason. Why is it happening? See, the number one reason which I'll emphasize upon is the nutritional causes like thyroid, vitamin D, ferritin, which is your iron reserve, vitamin B12. Second reason, very common in our country, in our city, especially Delhi, the beauty procedures like rebonding, straightening, pressing, coloring, dyeing. These all procedures come with different names, and every 6 months there's a new name for these sort of procedures. The thing is, you have to understand these are some harsh chemicals, and the physical damage which you get due to these can lead to excessive hair fall. It's not necessary that hair fall would be second day of rebonding or third day of rebonding. It actually occurs a month after you have done these procedures. So it's pretty common, and I'll rate it as number one reason in metro cities. Third reason is stress. It could be mental, physical, or biological. Mental, physical, normal stress, day-to-day stress is something different. Here I'm talking about something substantial, a life-changing event. Biological stress could be, you had some fever few weeks back, or you're pregnant, or there is some surgery here, and so there is something giving stress to your body. It leads to more hair fall. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding the basic care and regime for a good skin and hair. And I thank Eightfold Wellness for the lovely opportunity they gave me, and I congratulate them for the wonderful work they are doing in providing comprehensive healthcare to all. Thank you, take care, have a beautiful and healthy skin and hair. Thank you so much.